I'm going to convert my electric grapple here that's made by Worksaver to fully hydraulic, running on a third function off the hydraulics of the tractor. At least that's the plan. This has been a pretty good grapple. It's been on here for about 5 years now, but the clutch in it is gone and it won't even hardly move. So let me show you what it's doing. Now the good thing about this grapple is the only thing I have to remove is the electric actuator here. I can still use the grapple itself. I will have to make a few modifications just to make the new hydraulic cylinder attach. And then this is the beast that I'm going to put on here. I wanted something that will, when it clamps down on something, I want it to bite. This electric grapple worked pretty good, but I never was completely satisfied with how well it would hold on to something. There would be many times that the log would just slip right out, or whatever the brush was. If it had some decent limbs in them and you was trying to compress it, it just wouldn't, and it would actually lose compression on them and then stuff would fall out. But when I put in the numbers for the calculations on what I'm looking for, I ended up with a 3-inch bore, 1.5-inch ram with an 8-inch stroke. I'm thinking this will do the trick. So my new cylinder here has got a 1-inch pins on both ends, and then the spacing between this end is 1.125 inches and this end is 1.25 inches. I got some 3/8 and 1/4-inch plate metal. I might add to this and then bore it out just to help take up that side-to-side slack. So this in here I got to get rid of because I can't use none of this, so I'll end up cutting this off and then just taking me another piece of 1/2-inch plate and stacking it up, put me an inch hole through it. I might have to put some bushings on the side of it, kind of like I'm going to do this top one. And that should take care of it. Okay, if I did my math right, when this cylinder is fully extended, it'll be 26.25. So from the center pin up here, down to here, looks like about right there. Right there. And when it's fully retracted, it'll be 18.25. So let's see where this thing will hit at. And we're right around 17.25, which I think will be good. So right there is 18.25. That's where it should stop at, which will be fine. Actually, that'd be great because then it won't be putting the bar right here all the way against this bar on both sides and stressing these bolts. So it should stop right where it's at, about right there. That's plenty. So there's roughly what it's going to look like when I get done. It's not too bad. The space right here between this clevis is 1 3/16 inches. So I think if I just put it 3/8 of an inch on each side of this plate, and then I'll have to grind some of this down, and I think it should work good. That is heavy. Here's what I got. So let me get these welded up and drilled out. So now what I need to do is just grind this face a little and this face until it fits in between the end for the rod, and then that should be good. Okay, I might have messed up here. So I got this ground down on both sides so it'll fit between the end here so I can get my pin in it. Now originally my thought was I'm going to put it this way right here. Sounded good enough. What I did not account for was my space from the bottom of this cylinder to the center of my hole. The bottom of this is up higher than the bottom of this. What I'm going to do is flip it, and then this one is almost dead even with it. So then one way to find out, let me just mount it up here to the machine and see if it hits. Hopefully I don't squirt oil all over me. That is a beast. That ought to snap a daggone oak tree in two. That barrel just does stop before this bar. And even that has got this gap, but look at that. This is what I thought that was going to be laying on. I'm telling you, it'll probably break these right off. It'll probably break these bolts. Or bend this over or something. Let me turn this piece the way I originally intended. Let me see how everything sets up. And I still am clearing this. Awesome looking. Gosh, I think I went a little overkill. I might have went a little overkill. Okay, I went a little overkill. I'm telling you, this thing's gonna break something. It's gonna snap a tree in two. So just to show you how big this cylinder is, here's my loader cylinder. Even my backhoe, my biggest one on the backhoe, is this guy. Goodness. And then got this behemoth. Look at that thing. Goodness gracious. So I think that's enough for this video. It's getting late. I want to get in the house, get into bed. I got church in the morning. So be on the lookout for the next part to this. Hopefully I can get this all finished up down here and get the grapple side of it complete. By that time, I'm hoping my third function valve will be here, and then we can get started on that, get this thing put together, and go try it out. Check back in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you can follow along and catch the next episode. Till then, thanks for watching.